Welcome back to Media Mesh, where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and so much more as we go down the rabbit hole. Now, today I got something special for you, but first, if this is your first time here, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Check out the playlist, over 200 videos for you to check out. All right, over here working, making it happen. The goal is this year, 5,000 subs. So let's do this thing as we intelligently dissect social media. Now, today, this is something that is really going to blow your mind. Let's play it, and then I'll be back with my commentary. Let's go.
Don't want to go. When Kiara Jones moved to Houston last month from Florida, she thought she had a promising career waiting for her.
A couple of my favorite YouTubers actually live here in Houston. So that's kind of my goal, to become a big influencer.
Instead, she and her 3 kids have been met with hardship and now frigid temperatures. Tonight, they're camped out at the Acres Homes Multi-Service Center, one of the city's 6 warming centers. But they're closing tomorrow.
It's kind of got my heart beating fast a little bit, like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do tomorrow?
Others are still trying to get through tonight. We saw plenty of people in tents under this Midtown overpass, and James Muth says he'll be sleeping under a different bridge tonight.
Usually we never do this, but me and my buddies will huddle up together and we'll sleep right beside each other. You know what I mean? It's okay then.
Gilbert Fernandez was out last night with the Community Emergency Response Team, handing out hot drinks and food, when he came across one woman draped in no more than a thin blanket.
She was barefooted, and she literally, when I gave her the hot chocolate, was trembling, and she just started crying.
The group usually hands out blankets and coats, but this time, there were none to hand out.
We normally get a lot of blankets donated, cocoa coolers and coats and things of that nature, and we just didn't get it this year.
And we do want to remind everyone tonight.
All right. So, yeah, that part. Now, first off, it is horrible that people are facing homelessness anywhere in the world, and especially America. One would think that we should have enough resources to take care of our own, because clearly we have so much money to allow millions of other people to come into the country. Makes sense to me, but I digress. This is not about that. This is about Miss Kiara Jones. Now, many questions go through my mind at this point. First, I think there should be a mental evaluation in all seriousness, because what job do you think is waiting for you in Houston, Texas for being a influencer? That's something that you just do. So you create content, and if people like it, so be it. After a time, hopefully you get a chance to build an audience and start generating some revenue. But that takes a long time. For some, not everybody. Now, on the flip side, she can use this experience of how to be irresponsible and carry your kids from Florida to Houston, Texas. I mean, this is a story, and it is making national headlines. So actually, I think she just jump-started her career. So in a roundabout way, maybe this is going to be good. What do you guys think? Let me know, because there's frigid temperatures out there. You're dealing with homeless people. The shelter's closing the next day. Why? Why would you subject your children to such foolishness? Where is the father? Where is the rest of the family? I seriously think she needs to go and have a conversation with someone to really evaluate what's going on upstairs. This is not a job. It's one thing to say you're moving to another state to pursue an actual job, but even to do that, common sense would say you need to get the job first and then make preparation for housing. You have 3 children that are following behind you. You have no plan. What did you think you was going to run into these famous YouTubers and they're just going to take you in or start recording content with you? Was that the assumption? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, excuse me. Got a little bit of a cold. But yeah, so, I mean, you have people that's already out there that's dealing with the harsh realities of the cold and the fact that there's not adequate housing already. But now you purposely bring your children into a situation that is not in their best interest. So I wonder what's going to go on with this. I am going to do some research and follow up to see what happens here. What do we do in situations like this when you purposely go out of your way to put your children in harm's way? You put them in danger. Who knows the type of atmosphere that's out there? With people homeless, you don't know what type of folks out there, what they're into, and now you have your children there being subjected to the foolishness because you want to be famous. There's no course that's going to bring you instant success when it comes to being a YouTuber. It's trial and error. You make your content. Again, hopefully someone gravitates to it eventually. In time, if it's good enough, people will, begin to watch the channel, get some subs, and so on and so forth. And eventually you start to make a few dollars. But I can tell you from experience, it is most certainly not overnight. And it's certainly not hundreds of thousands of dollars until you've built up a platform that warrants that. So, hey, for the kids' sake, hopefully they find a place. I also hope that she gets the attention she needs. Hopefully everything works out. And if her family, if you see this or if you hear this, you need to have her come home immediately. All right. She's not doing well. This is the most craziest story I've heard all day. Because, who does this? Who does this? Right? Let me know in the comments. Am I being too rough? Is this absurd? I want your opinion. Let me know. Until next time, peace and blessings. Make sure you do good, be good, and help out where you can. I mean, that does shed light on a whole nother issue here. The people who are homeless, who have not, done something like this, but in your neighborhood, in your cities, try to do something to give back for those who have less than you. I think that's extremely important. And we can't forget about our own, because clearly the powers that be allow everyone else to come here, as I mentioned earlier, give them housing, stipends, food. But if you were born here and you just happen to be on hard times, down on your luck, unfortunately, there's nothing for you. So we got to take care of each other. All right. Until next time, peace and blessings.